Welcome back to Aman, covering the exciting developments of the Hajj 2024. I'm joined today by Mr. Hammam bin Juraid, Vice President of Strategic Partnerships at the Pilgrims Experience Program, one of the exciting programs implementing Saudi Arabia's ambitious Vision 2030. Welcome, Mr. Hammam.
Thank you, Yusuf, and I'm happy to be here today with you in this wonderful podcast.
We are joined by Mr. Hammam here in the heart of the holy city of Mecca at Mina Tent City, where many exciting developments are occurring. Now, for those who are not entirely familiar with the Pilgrims Experience Program, can you tell us a little bit about the program, Mr. Hammam?
Yes. So when the Vision 2030 launched by the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, they created 11 implementations programs. The Pilgrim Experience Program assigned to deliver three main goals for the vision. And before 5 years, it's been launched by the King himself. To achieve three goals of the vision. First, to ease the inflows of the pilgrims to Mecca and Medina. The second goal is to ensure the high quality services provided to the pilgrims. We have more than 192 touch points the pilgrim is interact when he needs to come to Mecca and Medina. And the third goal is the enriching the experience of the pilgrimage, whether they are coming for Umra or Hajj. So these are the three main goals that the program is trying to achieve. We have a very clear KPIs on each one of these goals. And also we have more than 72 initiatives to help us to achieve these goals, working with more than 40 government entities.
Well, you mentioned that there were over 190 touch points for the Hajj or Umrah pilgrim throughout their journey. Can you give us a high-level view of the process or the journey that the Hajj or Umrah pilgrim would go through?
Yes, that's actually a nice question because you know that we have many people when they think to go to Umrah, maybe they Google it, what they need to see how can they come to Mecca or Al-Medina. So we have three phases. The first one, we call it the first impression. We take care of everything, whether from the pre-arrival, transportation, airports, visas, all of these issues that related to the first impression. And then the second phase is the performing the ritual. We know that we have the mawaqit, which is the pilgrims comes whether from plane or from the land. They have to go through the mawaqit. We have the two holy sites, two holy mosques, and the holy sites also. So everything related to performing rituals. This is the second phase. And the third phase is the enriching the experience, which means the hospitality, F&Bs, and also the historical site, which is the main thing here. It's also how can we have the unique historical sites there, so how it can be part of the journey of the pilgrimage.
Well, let's talk about the first phase. And it's an interesting name. You called it first impressions. And in fact, first impressions are everything, as they say. So how does that really help the pilgrim? As you said, maybe they just wake up one day and they just go on an internet search and they decide that they're going to do their Hajj or Umrah pilgrimage. So how would they actually go about preparing for the pilgrimage in the first phase?
Yes, this is one of the actually pain points, which now being a success story actually, because when people need to go there, they will have like agencies, air flights, companies that they promote the packages, hotels also, whether in Mecca or Medina or outside. So it will be scattered information. And here where's come the Nusuk portal, which is the unified portal for Hajj and Umrah.
How do you spell that?
So that's NUSK. And everybody can go to Nusuk portal. We have more than 11 languages now been launched. And this is where you come and you have the full information about Mecca and Medina, and also the other things related. You can go with historical sites, other cities behind. And this also is not just a portal where you can go and have this information. It's where you can buy the packages. You can get the visa also. In 2023, we have more than 3.5 million who got their e-visa there. This Hajj, we are here now. We served more than 164 countries through also the Nusuk portal, and they got
164 countries.
Yes,
I didn't even know there were 164 countries.
So those who can they can interact with the portal, and so there's a mobile app which will help them throughout their journey.
So that's in preparation, but of course, the real adventure is when they arrive and actually undertake the different rituals, whether it's for Hajj or for Umrah. How do you actually support the Hajj or Umrah pilgrim when they arrive at the holy sites?
So one of many initiatives that we have, as I mentioned, we have more than 72 plus, is the Makkah Road Initiative. It's led by the Ministry of Interior in Saudi Arabia, which helps the pilgrims to finish their immigrations processes when they are in their country. So we have the pre-arrival or pre-immigration processes, and when you are in your city or you are in your country,
even before arriving.
Yes, before arriving. So they tag their packages to their hotel room number. It's not just like you are going to Mecca or Medina. It's what is your hotel number, what is your hotel. So when you arrive here in Saudi, you come like a local passenger. You go with a regular terminal, no passing with any procedures, directly to your bus. And then when you go to your room, your baggage will be there. This initiative served more than seven countries until now. More than 340,000 pilgrims came with this initiative, flights and also procedure. So this is just give you a bit of what kind of ease experience that we're trying to make it, and we need to expand also this initiative to Umrah and more countries to Hajj. Especially that the countries can implement also the regulation of this initiative, because it needs a special terminal and their country and other things that we request to implement this initiative.
And interestingly, you mentioned that even when they perform their rituals, that's not the end of the journey. You said that there are enriching experiences.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. And just one of the main issue that as I told you, there's the Nusuk app, and this Hajj, we launched also the Nusuk card. This is the a unique card, which is every Hajj so it's like you are empowering the pilgrimage when they come here in Saudi. They have the whole information that they need to their related host or what you call the Hamla, or the agency or the company that they are gonna take care of them here. The location, the hotel, they can go throughout the buses. It's also they can get the certificates that they end of Hajj after the end of their journey. So this is one of the I think unique technologies that we use this year. Also to have the regulated Hajjis that came with officially here, because this will also make it more better experience to the pilgrims here in the holy sites. Enriching experience, we're trying to open more historical sites, which is it's only one in here in the kingdom, and we're trying to bring the Prophet's Muhammad, peace be upon him, the story of the Prophet's life, so people can experience. They can go to places that the Prophet went before to it, stays on it, also mosques that he also was for his companions also. So this is one of the main pillars that we make sure that the pilgrims come and experience here.
And so after the enriching experiences, is that over for the Hajj or Umrah pilgrim?
I think we said always we need him to go with the best memories. Hajjis, after they finish the whole experience here and experience that, whether in 10, 15, 20 days, we need them to be the most ambassadors for us and for the Mecca and Medina when they go back to their countries with a better experience. With it's also they did a ritual here, so this also can reform their personality. They came with more peace, with humbleness, and that's what we also need to leave them with the best memories. A lot of things that we ensure to have the hospitality and the whole experience to be in a better shape. And that's we're trying to deliver.
Mom, during the interview, you were talking about agencies, airlines, 40 government agencies, and so many other people involved in this outstanding program. But can you tell us a little bit about what Hammam is doing in the program?
Okay, so actually, working and serving the pilgrim is something is a passion, and I started to volunteer in Hajj. I think more than 15 years ago. I started with the Red Crescent here, and it was how you feel when you speak to them, when you talk to them, especially the people who are in need. And some of the things that actually I learned is the sometimes the cultures, the language, the different language, because the people comes here, they don't even know Arabic sometimes or English, so you're starting to know their their languages. Like I remember that like Turkish use arkadaş is like your auntie. And so you're trying to get these metaphors to help you in going. So I think it's a passion thing that when you work, it's something like addiction. You need to be this year and next year. You're going to be there in Ramadan. The reward that you feel, it's not about what you get. It's about the feeling that you get. These people, they don't come here for tourism. They're coming here to performing a ritual. So they are in the best shape of their life. They need to heal spiritually. So they will give you dua. They make prayers for you. And these will come from their bottom of their hearts. So I think whatever you want, you need to serve them, even if you need to give them like a bottle of water. So my work basically here to facilitate the partnerships with the government, also to link them. We work with the private sector to engage them more. I work also with the non-profit sector. This year we have more than 400 handicaps been sponsored to perform Umra. So this is one of the main works to improve the partnerships with the private sector, non-profit sector who need to help and to engage more with the pilgrimage. And also the other things is also to give the real picture what's happening here, to real image, to transfer it to the world. And that's a part of the communications that you mentioned in introducing me in the beginning of this interview. So working there, feeling there, to be there, I think something you need to make it every year. And not just every year, maybe every month you need to come and you feel it. Volunteering is something, a virtue. And then how about if you add it as a job? So this is an honor and also a volunteering at the same time.
Well, Hammam, I was meeting with your team, and they said that you actually had a rather interesting story that happened to you. Can you share that story with us?
Yeah, and actually, there are many stories, but one of the stories that I was there is to enable the performing of Hajj of someone who is waiting for 20 years or 15 years to come. This is a lot of stories to come, but this one of the Hajjs that once we helped, he got like a sun attack.
So this is a
yes,
Hajj pilgrim.
Yes, and it's last before 3 years. We was going to lose him actually. The Red Crescent start to bring him from the 4th floor by the car actually to the ground floor, and the people who were, the medicine, actually the medical team were volunteers from the King Saud University. They were like their 5th year, 4th year. They helped with the CPR, and this story that happens in front of me, they're gonna lose a person who was coming for Hajj, waiting this for more than 10 years and plus, and he comes alive again. that's a story to tell, not just to the people, to the world. And that's what gives you actually the motive to be there, to come, to serve, to bring people to life. And I think we give him 2 lives, because this is, the first life that when he came up, and the second one that he performed and Hajj. And the people, when they go back to their countries with their feelings, actually they transfer their names from like Mr. to Haji. So this is something that an honor, and you are contributing to this.
Well, again, thank you so much for sharing that story. And so I'm sure you're working very hard to deliver an outstanding experience to the Hajj pilgrims. So I think over the next few days, and then work very hard, and then you'll have the rest of the year off.
That's actually not what it's happened. As I mentioned in the beginning, our main goal to ensure that we have the ease access of pilgrims who wants to perform Umrah. In 2019, pre-COVID, we received 8.5 million pilgrims who came just to perform Umrah. That's not about Hajj. And after COVID, in 2023, we received 13.5 million pilgrims
throughout the year.
And just to make this number clear, in New York City received the period 11.5 million, UK, London especially 18 million
throughout the last year.
Yes.
Wow.
So if we compare this with Mecca, 13.5 million, and we're targeting in 2030 to have 30 million pilgrims for Umrah throughout the year. So this can give you
as a capacity,
and that gives you the huge thing that we are working into improving the whole experience and the services and that just comes starting from actually the water supply, the electricity, and everything is related. People maybe don't see it, but it's there. The infrastructure that it's happening. This year we are experiencing something new in Mina. We built more than 11 buildings that not just like the tents. It's have the capacity more than 37,000, and we built this in just 9 months.
Wow.
You have 11 buildings. You can imagine the infrastructure that you're going to do in 9 months to receive 37,000 people in these 11 buildings. So this is an experience, and so we have the development is ongoing process. It's not stop. It's not just in the infrastructure. You can see it in the experience, in the airports. And this is an example. Last year, we raised the direct destination to Mecca and Medina from 164 to 216 direct destination to Mecca and Medina, especially to Jeddah and Medina, because the airport is in Jeddah. And that gives you the huge ecosystem that is working there. It's not just the Pilgrim Experience Program. The Pilgrim is overseeing the whole experience, but we are working with more than 40 government entities, as I mentioned, to develop this journey.
So you have a really easy job.
I cannot tell, but we are honored, actually, Yusuf, in this country. The king is the custodian of the two holy mosques. The Crown Prince has launched this program from the Vision 2030 programs. We have prioritizing the Hajj and Umrah and the two holy mosques over everything here in the kingdom. So this is something the people of Saudi Arabia honored to have and to receive and to host the pilgrims every year and throughout the year.
Well, on that note, we really appreciate your time coming here. I know you're very busy and you have a lot to get back to, and we wish you all the best and every success.
Thank you, Yusuf.
With that, we come to the end of our episode today, sponsored by Tahakkum. We'll see you next time.